Thank you so much for agreeing to be a guest on Elevate TV.
You bet.
One of the things that you're hoping to accomplish is to reimagine the role of the weathercaster. So what does that mean to you?
It's both a threat and an opportunity. Reimagine the weathercaster role. Local TV still owns big local weather events, extreme weather. Now, what happens the other 350 plus days where maybe the weather is just inconvenient? My weather and your weather, and we're in the same town, can be meaningfully different. How you solve that on air is problematic. How you solve that in my pocket is easy. The microclimates are pretty interesting. And so actually broadcasters are disadvantaged. That's the threat, is that broadcast meteorologists should expect to continue to see their ownership of the local weather brand chipped away. Can you build a weather brand and frankly a weather business sustainability off of 10 big events a year? And I think the answer is no. And so you could wait till that happens, or you could be proactive and try to innovate. Today's audience is really multi-platform. Even an individual can be multi-platform through their day. They might start with a mobile alert. In the grocery line, they might scroll a quick article. They might watch a YouTube video. They may tune into the newscast. They may read the paper online. And do we really want to exclude audiences, or are we about trying to maximize our reach and impact? And so if you want to maximize reach and impact, you meet the audience where they are.
Whether it's on the air, online, on the mobile app, a lot of TV stations are doing podcasts now as a supplemental, making sure that you have a consistent message across the board. If you have any advice or tips for making sure that you're juggling it all and it makes sense to your users.
So there are some things that we might actually cut out of the repetitive tasks. That really, how much value is that adding on a, as we talked about, an inconvenient or an uninteresting weather day? Maybe we don't do those things. How about that radical idea? Because then you can have an honest conversation about, well, if I didn't spend my time on that, what's the highest value new thing I could do? Would it be a TikTok explainer, to use our perceived meteor shower example, on how to watch? And now you're reaching a whole different audience that would never, let's just be honest, they're not cord cutters, they're cord nevers. They'll never watch a legacy linear newscast. So you're literally going to ignore that audience, looking at your existing workflow and trying to find the low value, we've always done it that way things to get rid of, in order to create these opportunities for multi-platform storytelling. And then the second thing is look for really lean, multi-purpose ways to get into those spaces.
Broadcast meteorologists, weathercasters, do they have the tools already at their disposal to execute this multi-platform approach efficiently in a time frame that makes sense and is valuable to the users?
Yes and no. So, the yes part is, in some ways, they have better tools and a running start compared to almost everyone else in the local. The weather computer could actually be used for news graphics innovation. And we used AR tools that had been designed to be used for weather forecasting, and we were able to adapt them even to news explainers. So I think the weather system, the weather tools and graphic system, is underutilized and a huge asset. That is the huge opportunity, is to delight rather than merely satisfy our audiences, really. The threat is if we don't, someone else will.